Good morning, folks, and welcome to another video. It is basically spring break. We have lots of spring breakers already down here on the beach. Should be getting into that spring break fishing mode, and that's what I'm going to see right now. So we're going to go and hit different spots around the area. We're going to see what type of fish are biting. As the water temperature starts to warm up, we're going to get more Spanish and pompano. We're already catching some cobias. As we move into April, the fishing is going to continue to get better, and that's what we're going to see. We're just going to go explore, see what's happening out there, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. Still got the squeaky beach cart, y'all. I keep trying things and it works for like 10 minutes. Hey, look, it stopped squeaking for a second. It stopped. It's not squeaking right now. That is interesting. So it was $7.50 to fish the pier. Parking is free. So if you are coming down here, just be mindful of that. It's a nice, new, renovated, big fishing pier here. And we actually have pretty solid weather. Light winds, got some cloud cover coming in, so that's always nice. And you know, this time of year, I got 3 rods with me, and you know, I really don't know what to expect out here. There could be some Spanish mackerel, so I do have a gotcha plug on one of my rods. I got an ES lure on one of my rods too, in case there's bonitas or whatever out here, or Spanish. That's good for Spanish. And I also have some pompano jigs and stuff like that. We're probably gonna go all artificial today, unless we see some big whiting swimming around. All right, I'm gonna start chunking this gotcha plug around and seeing early morning if there's any Spanish around or anything like that before the sun gets up. You never know. Folks, I want to do something right here because everybody was losing their minds over the fact that I left the plastic on the handle, and so I do want to remove that. Honestly, guys, I wasn't even paying attention and didn't even know it was there until I saw the comment section, and then I'm like, well, yeah, I guess y'all have a point. All right, you have a point. Let me throw this in the trash. Water's clear, I like it. We got a chance to catch some fish today. Guys, somebody has a Spanish on over there. That is a really good sign, because that means the water temperature must be right. Eat a gotcha. Oh, there he is. Got him. Got him. We're on. We're on. Yes, we are on, baby. Come on, get on up here. Get on up here. Yes, sir. Oh, he came off. And that was a nice one. Good night. Okay, that's a good sign, though. My goodness. Really, Brent? I had that one. There's another one. He just hit it. Holy cow, they're out here. Okay. That's exciting. That's exciting. Man, I had that one coming up. That was breakfast right there. There's a fish, come on. Come on, there's some fish out here. There he is, there's another one, guys. There, come on. There we go, that's a good one there. That's a keeper right there. Good keeper fish right here, y'all. Come on, get on up here. Hey, first Spanish mackerel I'm keeping him. All right, let's see if we can make that happen again right here, folks. There was a good wad of them right here. Good school. That is a good sign. Man, that is awesome. I was wondering if they were going to be here or not. And that answers my question. Oh, there's one right there. There he is. Got him. Got him. I saw them down there hook one, and I knew it was a matter of time. There we go. Spanish number 2 of the morning right here. Y'all, I'm going to let him go. He's a smaller guy, and I've got a good one in there for breakfast. If I get another good one or two, I'll keep it. But, hey, that's good to know right there. That's awesome. That is awesome. You know what I like about it the most is that winter is leaving, folks. Winter is leaving. That is exciting. And folks, if you want to come down here and do this permanently, give me a call, shoot me an email or a text message. All my information is linked in the description below. I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Florida, right here along the Panhandle. I've been doing it for 7 years. I've sold real estate to a lot of my subscribers, and it's something I really enjoy doing. So if you have any needs, if you're looking to move down here, relocate, or know someone that does, have them give me a call. There we go. Got him. Got him. That's a good one there, I think. Yes, sir. Keeper Spanish number 2 right there. We're going to keep for breakfast. All right, let's keep fishing right here. Seems to be several of them coming through. That's awesome. About every 5 minutes so far, the school has come in. So you just kind of have to blind cast, because right now I can't see them. All right, when that sun gets up a little bit, I'll be able to see these fish, and maybe there'll be some reds around or pompano and stuff like that. But right now, it's strictly blind casting. And they're close to the pier too, because I'm watching other people catch them. Everybody that's hooking up has been really close to the pier. I'm just letting it sink to the bottom and then kind of jigging it up. Check this out, folks. We have got to retie. That's what happens when you're catching these Spanish. They got some serious teeth. And if you don't watch it, you'll lose your gotcha plugs. All right, now we're ready. Here, I'll hand line him for you. Bring it over here. All right. You just reel while I pull him up.
Thank you, bro.
No problem. There you go. They usually run in school, so there's probably a bunch of them.
Is this big enough to keep?
Nah, they got to be 12 inches. Yeah. He's a little bit short. All right, it's been like 20 or 30 minutes since we've seen a Spanish school come in. I don't know what's going on. They just kind of quit. I'm just easing down here in the surf to see if there's anything down here, but there should be some pompano coming through in these conditions, which I'm probably gonna throw for in a minute. It's good pompano water. Let's see if we can see anything swimming around in the surf up here. Let's see if we see any big whiting. I would love to see some big whiting down there because I would keep them for dinner as well. I got some shrimp in case I do see some whiting, or maybe put a set rig out for pompano. It's a good time of year to do that, but not really seeing anybody having any luck with that at the moment. No profanity out here, all right? I know how you guys get when you lose a big fish. There's a school of absolute stud pompano swimming around the pier, and I tied on a little wiggler jig, wacky jig, just to see if I could get one to bite, but now I don't see them. It's amazing how there was almost like a little Spanish blitz out here, and now I've got 15-pound test on with a jig and I can't even get hit. And honestly, I mean, it's good to see them. This is like the start of the run, but there's not a lot of other fish out here to catch right now. I've seen a couple bluefish get caught, and I saw that big school of pompano, and that's about it. So while I'm casting for pompano, I just saw a huge Spanish school come by, and so I tied a gotcha on my bummy stick. I just want to be ready in case we're about to get another run of them now. I'm just going to blind cast for a minute and just see that with those two schools coming in like that, they should be getting ready to fire off again. Come on, I got him, there we go. Got him, there we go, come on. Come on. Hey, another nice Spanish. All right, I'm gonna throw back out here. There we go. Got him. There we go. That was just a blind cast too. I think I got him foul hooked. Oh. Spanish.
Hey man, you got anything for a sheep?
I foul hooked that one, y'all. Let's let him go.
I got some fiddler trap.
Woo! So folks, that was kind of a little test run just to see what it's like out here. And here's my opinion is, hey, we had some action. Like spring we are knocking on the door of spring, but the water temperature, in my opinion, is still just a little bit cold. We need it to warm up just a hair, and it's gonna get really, really good. It is a red flag day out here today, folks. You probably can't tell because I'm up so high, but these waves are massive. And the water is really muddy. A lot of obstacles against us out here today. Nonetheless, we're gonna go out here and see if we can catch some fish. Let's make our way out to the end and see what's happening. You know the seas are angry. There's not one person fishing in the pompano hole. That is wild and very, very unique. Now, as far as I can see right here is muddy water, so we're gonna keep walking out here and see if we get into anything, but not looking great. Now, I do want to show you guys the rod I'm going to start with right here. This is a Quantum Strive rod. Quantum Strive 3000 reel, 10-pound braided line. I do have a gotcha plug. We're going to have to go around and blind cast simply because ain't going to be no sight fishing today. It's rough, it's muddy, so we're going to go and just blind cast the pier and see if we can locate some fish somewhere. I just don't know. Man, I haven't seen anybody catch anything. I'm not even seeing anybody fish really. But I'm like, there's still got to be some fish around this time of year, you would think. Oops. I mean, man, these waves, guys, they're like literally 8-foot waves. Apologize for the wind noise. I know it's probably awful, and there's just not a lot I can do about it right now, so I'm doing everything I can. Ooh, there we go. There's a fish. Got him. Come here. First fish of the day coming in here, y'all. There we go. All right. Well, he bloodied up my GoPro. Spanish right here, y'all. We're going to keep grinding. All right. It is nice to see a few fish out here, folks. And I'm just going to keep casting till we make something good happen. There's hardly anybody out here fishing, which is crazy for this time of year, but hey, that's a good sign. One fish down, and again, y'all, I know this wind noise is probably awful. I do have my audio recorder turned on, so hopefully it helps a little. There's another fish. Oh man, guys, the fish are here. The fish are here. Yes, sir. There we go. Look at this. Not another fisherman in sight right here. A couple people looking for cobia on the end. That's about it. Already got a couple bites. That's a good sign. It's a real good sign. I need a good one. Let's get a nice one here. Oh, there's a fish. Got him. There's a good one. Got him. There's a fish. There's a fish. Feels like a decent one, y'all. Feels like a good one here. Yeah, that's a definite. Don't get me around the pylons, please. Yeah, that's a good fish. Real good fish. Real good fish. Yeah. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. There we go. Check out that Spanish right there, y'all. That is a fine one. We'll keep him. Let's keep at it, y'all. And let me show you what I'm using here. This little gotcha plug right here, 50-pound mono leader. I've got this Quantum Strive rod, 10-pound braided line, because I like to light tackle fish. And we're just kind of casting down the pier, letting it sink to the bottom, and then jigging it up. And I'm sure that the wind noise is going to be pretty rough today, and I apologize for that, but you know what? We're doing the best we can. There's nobody else catching anything, so I'm not going to leave a bite right here until they quit biting. That was a quality fish, and so come on. Ooh, one swiped at it right there. Had a little swipe at it. And I do have some bigger stuff in case jacks come in or bonitas. The water looks decent out on the end of the pier, and so the wave right there looks 8 to 9 foot. I mean, you can't tell from up here, but it is massive. There's a fish. There we go. Oh, look, a shark's trying to eat him. Look at that, guys. There's a shark literally trying to eat my Spanish mackerel right here. Look at that. I gotta get him up. Little guy there. That was nothing compared to the last one I caught. But you know what? There's a few fish around today. I will take it. Pretty little Spanish. He gets to go back. It's a mackerel. Spanish mackerel. Oh, sorry. You can take a picture of that one.
It's okay.
I just caught an.
The way it was
Okay,
flying.
got it. Yeah, I wanted to get him back before he.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You know, we are having to make a lot of cast out here today, grind out here today, but starting to put together a few fish. I think it's only going to get better. I have a feeling. I think you might be lucky to get that one in.
That's exactly what I thought.
I think you got a shark. Yeah, there you go.
Shark got him.
We're just gonna keep fishing. Not seeing anybody else catch anything, but and you know what? Some of these Spanish I'm seeing come up and chase my bait are big ones. And that's what fishing the pier is all about. You just kind of have to catch what's out here. And today, there's definitely some Spanish around. I have not seen any other species at all. So we're just gonna keep, there was a big school of jacks out there, but they're not coming in quite close enough. Ooh, oh, that was a big one, dude. Man, he nailed it. He nailed it. Big Spanish right there. Let's see if that was the biggest one of the day. Look, just flew out of his mouth. Dang. I would have liked to have gotten him. That was even bigger than the other one I caught. Dadgummit. I'm just making cast after cast right here. You know, there's not a ton of them, but there's enough to like kind of keep you busy. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stay busy till a bigger fish comes in. There's a lot of people on the pier though, walking and just looking. It is spring break is in full force here. Ooh, what is that? What was that? That looked like something come up and hit the water right there. Definitely something. Guys, I just hooked a nice one and my camera was off. That's the way it goes sometimes. I have had my camera on the whole dang time. And as soon as I turn my camera off, I hook a nice keeper Spanish right here. Another Spanish right here, y'all, another keeper. Starting to get a few. We're gonna keep grinding. All right, note to self, leave the camera running, especially right now. I've had this camera running for 10 minutes. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn it off for just a second. And the second I click the off button, boom, I get a hit. I'm just letting it sink to the bottom. That is when I've gotten all the hits letting it sink to the bottom and just jigging it off the bottom pretty quickly like this. That was a giant pompano that guy just caught. And there was more with him, which is wild. I might have to cast for those for a minute. Golly. All right, y'all, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I just walked back to the truck. We're gonna head down the beach road. I ain't seen anybody catch a fish in the last hour, and it's gotten so muddy out there that I just don't see it being very good. We gotta change locations. All right, folks, location number 2 on the day right here. We're gonna walk down to the point and see what's happening down here. There were some fish to be caught on the pier. I just want to explore. This area down here should be getting good. The water is nice and clear, and it's a lot calmer on this side than it is on the beach side. I'm gonna throw out a big bait and just let it sit out here while I'm casting lures. See if there's anything swimming around to eat a big old bait. Big piece of mullet right there, folks. We don't have long to fish. We got a big storm coming too, so that ain't good. There we go. You're in the rod holder. I'm seeing I just saw a few fish bust the surface right here, so we're gonna try right here for just a second and see what happens. I'm letting it sink down deep, and I'm just gonna crank it in. That's all we can do. Oh, there he is. Got him. Got him. Just hooked our first fish out here, y'all. Feels like a decent one, too. Yep, that is a decent one. Come here. That is a real nice one. Nice Spanish out here, y'all. Check him out. We are going to keep this guy because he is already dead. Well, that was a good sign. Decent fish. We're gonna keep at it. These dolphins, if these dolphins weren't here, I believe we'd be catching a bunch of them, but they've got them so messed up right now that I think these fish are scared to death because of these dolphins, and so it's gonna be tougher to catch them. Hey, but that's a good sign. There's fish here. Ooh, got him. God, dog, he nailed it right there. Dang. Got him. There's a fish. There's a fish. Got him. Right here. Come on. That's a deep. Oh, he's foul hook. That's why he feels. No, he's not. That's a decent one. There we go. Check it out, y'all. Another nice Spanish mackerel right here. All right, we're figuring it out a little bit though, guys. We are figuring it out. Letting it go all the way to the bottom. That is key. And it's about 20, 30 foot deep right off the beach right here. If you let it go all the way to the bottom, that's when I've gotten both of my bites. So that is crucial. Right in this little rip right here. There we go. That's where I want to be. And you know, I've got my big rods with me too because, hey, if for some reason we see a big school of jack, you never know what you're going to see this time of year. You could see some real big fish in here, and so we're just hoping for that. These waves have been wild this week, man. Just when the water temperature is getting right for the fishing to be good, it starts blowing 25 to 30. It's a beautiful place out here, folks. If you've never been, this is the point. That's the pass right there. Pensacola Pass. I've spent a many a day working right there, running fishing charters in that pass. At the house, we're about to cook us up some fish for lunch, but we're gonna cook it on the Blackstone. I haven't cooked on the Blackstone in quite some time. We're gonna throw some other stuff on it as well, like some bacon and stuff like that. But let's get these Spanish cleaned up real quick. That ain't gonna take long. I'm just gonna cook a couple of these Spanish up. And folks, cleaning these Spanish are super easy. In fact, they're one of my favorite fish to clean because they are so easy. You just go right down the side, get you a fairly sharp knife and you're good to go. I use a Dexter Russell 8-inch fillet knife. We have them at Beach Bum Outdoors. This knife right retails at like 15 bucks. So, I mean, it's very, very cheap and super, super sharp. But as you can see, man, these Spanish are just a piece of cake. And we catch a lot of them in our area. So you see me catch them and cook them all the time. Our fish right here, and it's seasoned up really nicely, but check this out. This might be the star of the show, and that's bacon. And our bacon is actually gonna go down first. That bacon is gonna give us fat to cook with. You ever cooked fish in bacon grease? You don't know what you're missing. Whew, man, that smells good. Now I'm gonna show y'all a game changer, okay? Seasoning your bacon, all right? Now bacon is good by itself, but comment below if you've ever seasoned your bacon. I'm curious. This is something that Melanie and I do, and it just makes your bacon that much more flavorful. Now some of these are ready to go here. Look at that. Whew, man.
Nice.
All right, let's get that fish going. We're gonna lay down some butter.
Now we're gonna get the fish on.
Check that out. And while I let this cool, I want Melanie, my wife, who's behind the camera, to share with you guys how she seasons this Blackstone.
Number one secret for keeping your Blackstone seasoned, or whether you have to re-season, is always use bacon grease. That's the ultimate fat. That's the best fat to seal it That's the best fat to keep it from rusting. So I've brought the Blackstone out of hibernation and I cleaned it up. It wasn't bad because I used bacon grease on it all year last year. I re-seasoned it just a very little bit with bacon grease this year, and it's ready to go for the whole summer.
We're gonna do a little lemon juice on the Spanish mackerel. And this is what's for lunch today. I know it's kind of a mixture, but I ain't mad at it. I love the taste of fish from that Blackstone, and Spanish mackerel is a great fish to eat right now. If you are traveling down to our area, there's lots of Spanish mackerel coming down the beaches. Odds are that you're gonna see some Spanish out there, and if you do, keep them, eat them fresh. You know, they're not a fish that you want to let sit for 2 or 3 days, but if you eat them fresh, they're really tasty. So let's try this bacon, because that's the star of the show, right? There is something about doing bacon on that Blackstone that just hits differently. I'm telling you, if you have never cooked breakfast on your Blackstone and you have one, I highly recommend trying it. Let's give this egg a shot. Everything phenomenal. Folks, if you enjoyed that video, go ahead and shoot me a big thumbs up. Everything I'm involved with linked in my description below. I'm a licensed real estate agent right here along the Florida Gulf Coast. So if you ever need to buy or sell a piece of property, hit me up. All my information is linked below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Other than that, folks, we'll catch you next time.